Welcome to Subramani. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell icon. My number of subscribers is not increasing at a fast rate. In between it was, now it has come down slower. I do not know. People are not clicking on ads. People are not becoming subscribers, right? So the fun of being on YouTube is being reduced or being lost. Anyway, so retirement is a significant milestone which many people look forward to, right? Especially people who have hobbies or who want to look for a career outside of the company in which they are, and they are looking at something like maybe they're contributing to society, maybe they're looking more busy after they retire, right? Whatever they are doing, and they get many offers, especially those who have been in training in sales and all those people, those who have been in communication, they get offers from smaller companies and all that, so they look forward to it. But largely many people look forward to retirement saying, okay, now I don't want to do any work, I have to hang up my boots and I want to stay at home. So this is true for many people. It is also true that many people don't know what they will do in retirement, so they keep on postponing their retirement. So they retire at 60, then the company gives them an extension for 2 years, then for 2 years they become a consultant doing some odd jobs here and there and all that. Largely it is about not knowing what to do. So if you have retired as a CXO level of an employee, and then you have transitioned to become a part-time trainer or something like that, and now that is also over, and I'm shocked at those retired people who come back to office. There is absolutely no respect for them. So please don't go back to your own office because you have occupied a huge big cabin. There is no such space for you. Now you will be sitting in cafeteria meeting people, unless you have very specific questions or you have somebody's birthday and you want to go there for 15 minutes. That is different. Don't go and hang around there. You make a fool of yourself. And I see this people doing this because retirement is not just a change of routine, it's a transition in identity. You have been CXO, right? You have been CXO in XYZ company, and now when you go, there have been people who are working with you who feel very sad that you have come and now they have no agenda with you. You have no cabin to sit, so you go hang around with 2-3 people and somebody has to tell you, sir, I have some work, can you just step out? I have a meeting to attend to, or things like that. These are indications that you should not go back to those places, but people do go. So when it comes to bidding farewell to the place, your workplace, you are left questioning as to who am I? Because they've got used to saying, oh, I'm Subra of Kotak, I'm Subra of Caltex, I'm Subra of BPCL, I'm Subra of HDFC Bank, right? So I have identified myself there. I've been vice president, I've been president, or I've been managing director, whatever. So we have attached our names, and the company's name has become like our second name. So the question is, they are asking themselves what is their professional role, and it is crucial to recognize that it is a journey of self-discovery, right? So what makes me, right? Not just a vice president in TCS. That's what you were. So maybe there were 3,000 others like you, but that is what you were. So you're used to saying, I'm Subra, vice president TCS. Now that vice president TCS is gone, you're dead and gone, right? So your car, there's no visiting card now. The only card you have is your credit card. So now how do you introduce yourself? Oh, I'm Subra. I used to be with TCS, because you need that prop, right? So see who you are. Most of the people I know are workaholics, have been workaholics. So lifelong they have worked. They worked during COVID times. They got up in the morning, took their car and went. They took their driver. They made it a nightmare for their whole office. Their secretaries, their assistants had to be there because they were there. And they had nothing else to do at home. So they kept coming to the office, whether there was work, whether there was no work. These are the workaholic types. They define themselves solely by the way of work. They have nothing else to do. Even their children don't recognize them, right? So children call them, oh, Saturday, Sunday wale uncle, right? So this is what happens to the father. So that's how you behave. So that's what you are. So the workaholic have to, they've been running away from those relationships at home or with friends, cousins, etc. They've not attended friends' weddings, marriages, their children's marriages, nothing. So suddenly they find that they have no friends, no social life, and they are at home. It's a challenge, but they have to start building on those relationships. Then there is a caregiver who has lifelong given care for others, right? So somebody who has looked after the father-in-law, then the mother-in-law, suddenly father-in-law, mother-in-law, husband or somebody dies, they really don't know what to do with their life. So it's again a transition, saying, oh, now what do I do? I'm just alone by myself. The children have gone away, the husband has died, now what should I do? This is also a possible thing for mostly happens for women, can happen for men too. Then people who have been in CXO positions have been control freaks. Everything that is there in their office, right from asking canteen mein should it be medu vada or dal vada, they will not delegate. They like to do it and they say, see, everything I have to decide. It doesn't matter. So when a person comes and says, should I do this or should I do that, you have to say, anything, your choice, I've delegated it to you. But they would interfere, right? So these people have been the control freaks. Then there is the perfectionist who just would chew everybody's brain and say, no, this is how perfectly it has to be done, and things like that. There are such people, but then you have to realize that if 80% of your work gets done well, that's good enough, right? You don't have to get 100%. It'll never happen. Then there are some people who are pessimists, who can ask you questions like, keep on asking you, what happens if the building falls? What happens if this falls? What happens if there's a war with Pakistan, which lasts 5 years, 10 years, 27 years, right? So they can keep on asking you these kind of questions. These are not, but they think they are realist, right? So you have to come out of that. You have to check for yourself, find out whether you're a pessimist or a realist. For example, in the last 30-40 years, everybody around me, standard of living has only gone up in terms of assets that they have. From a 1 BHK, they want to a 6 BHK or a 5 BHK or 3, 4, 1 BHKs, right? So each child has gone and bought a 2 BHK in a better location, bigger house. They're taking vacations. They all have vehicles. I'm not saying they're happier, but they've got more material assets. But somebody comes and says, oh, this country is going nowhere. You turn around and say, look, in 30 years, I've seen this country really go, so just shut up. So these are not realists, they're pessimists, right? Then of course there is this martyr who says, oh, I did this for my son, I did this for my daughter, and I did this for my brother, so nobody is now bothered looking after me. Don't play martyr. Nobody cares a damn about what you did. If you did it voluntarily, now it's over, right? So if you have expectations, you're going to get disappointed. So don't play martyr. Then try to be productive rather than be busy. You don't have to be busy throughout the day if you're productive, right? So you go to the gym for 3 hours, go to the gym for 3 hours. Maybe half an hour you walk there, you walk to the gym, then you change your clothes, then you start doing, then you cool down, then you have a cup of tea or you have your energy drink, whatever. So you don't have to act busy. You don't have to tell, oh, Monday I will be in Delhi, Tuesday I will be in Chandigarh, right? You don't have to do all that. You say, no, when I keep telling people that I have tons of time, I have nothing to do in life and all that, people say, no, you're really busy. Yes, I used to be busy. Yes, I used to do a lot of work, but I'm saying no to work. So if I'm saying no to work, obviously I'm not so busy, right? And then there's the possibility that you have been a practicing chartered accountant or something, and now you've been a lone wolf. You have done everything yourself, so now you have nothing to do. Don't go to your old office and again make a fool of yourself, right? Then there are some who would want to keep up with the Joneses, so they have to act, they have to talk to people and find out what others are doing and all that. Don't do that, because your friends who have not retired, maybe they're your age, but they're in their own business or they're in their own profession, so they have not retired. They are not the people who want to really be seen with you, really talk to you and all that. So for all of us, identity is at the core. So when somebody asks me, so are you a practicing chartered accountant, I tell them, no, I'm perfect, so I don't need to practice. I never practiced. I practiced really long back. So there will always be some kind of an identity crisis. So am I a YouTuber? Answer is yeah, YouTube also I do, but it is not that I'm only a YouTuber, right? I've written books, I still talk to people, I do mentoring, I do a lot of such stuff, though I hate using the word mentoring. I've done it, and I don't like to call it mentoring. So helping somebody who is setting up business, helping somebody who needs an accountant's view of what is happening or a legal view of what's happening. So some of those things which I can do. Mostly it is gratis, and but it's good fun to do such stuff, right? So yeah, keep yourself busy, mix with a lot of youngsters, see what they're doing. Their lives are very different. See if you can understand the profession. I went for one night trek where I did not understand half the people what profession they were doing, right? So it's good fun to be associated with learning new things and all that. So do all that. Don't make a pest of yourself, whether at office or your ex office or at home. So discover yourself, see what you're doing, what you enjoy doing. All that is the process of retirement. It is not that one day the calendar date changes and you're retired. Yes, but you have to also learn how to retire. Thank you.